The life and sad ending of John Russell. John Lawrence Russell was born January 3, 1921 in Los Angeles to insurance company executive John Henry Russell and his wife, Amy Requa. John Lawrence Russell was the eldest of 3 children. He attended the University of California, Los Angeles as a student athlete. Following the start of World War II, he joined the United States Marine Corps, though he was initially rejected because of his height, 6 feet 3 inches or 1.91 meters. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant on November 11, 1942, and was assigned to the 6th Marine Regiment. His division was sent to Guadalcanal, where he served as an assistant intelligence officer. He contracted malaria and returned home with a medical discharge. Russell signed a contract with 20th Century Fox in 1945 and made his first film appearance as a guard in A Royal Scandal. He played several supporting parts while at Fox, acting the role of a junior law partner in the Clifton Webb comedy Sitting Pretty in 1948, as well as a Navy pilot in Slattery's Hurricane 1949. He primarily played secondary roles, often in Western films, including William A. Wellman's 1948 Yellow Sky. Later, however, he signed with Republic Pictures, where he was cast in a starring role opposite Judy Canova in Oklahoma Annie, 1952. In 1955, Russell landed the lead role in a television drama series called Soldiers of Fortune. This half-hour syndicated adventure show placed him and his sidekick, played by Chick Chandler, in a dangerous setting each week. While the show proved popular with young boys, it did not draw enough adult viewers to its prime slot and was canceled in 1957. That same year, he returned to films briefly to appear as a corrupt agricultural magnate in the Warner Brothers low-budget exploitation film Untamed Youth. However, a year later, he returned to the small screen as gunslinger Matt Reardon in The Empty Gun episode of ABC Warner's Western series Cheyenne, starring Clint Walker. In 1958, Russell appeared as Sailor Hornbrook on Cheyenne in the episode titled Dead to Rights. In 1958, Russell was cast in his best-known role, the stolid, taciturn Marshall Dan Troop, the lead character in Lawman, an ABC Warner's hit Western series that ran for 4 years. Co-starring alongside Peter Brown, who played Deputy Johnny McKay, and Peggy Castle as Birdcage Saloon owner Lily Merrill. Russell portrayed a U.S. frontier peace officer mentoring his younger compatriot. At the same time that Lawman premiered, Russell played an outlaw, along with Ed Burns and Rodolfo Hoyos Jr. in the 1958 season premiere episode of Sugarfoot, another ABC Warner Brothers hit Western, with Will Hutchins in the title role. Next, Russell also appeared in other motion pictures for Warner Brothers, notably as a Sioux chieftain in Yellowstone Kelly in 1959, as well as a rich, corrupt cattle rancher, Nathan Burdett, in the highly successful Howard Hanks Western Rio Bravo, 1959, starring John Wayne. At the same time, Russell guest starred in an episode of NBC's adventure series Northwest Passage, a fictionalized account of the exploits of Major Robert Rogers in the French and Indian War. In 1969, Russell appeared in 5 episodes of the Robert Wagner series It Takes a Thief. Guess Who's Coming to Rio, January 9th, 1969, Saturday Night in Venice, September 25th, 1969, The Blue Danube, October 30th, 1969, Payoff in the Piazza, November 13th, 1969, and A Friend Indeed, November 27th, 1969. Throughout the remainder of his movie career, he played secondary roles in more than 20 films, including several A.C. Lyles westerns and 3 films directed by his friend, Clint Eastwood, most notably as Marshall Stockburn, the chief villain in Eastwood's 1985 film Pale Rider. Russell also appeared in the 2nd season of the Filmation children's science fiction series Jason of Star Command. He played Commander Stone, a blue-skinned alien from Alpha Centauri. He replaced James Doohan, who had played the commander in the previous season but left to start working on Star Trek, the motion picture, 1979. In his personal life, he married twice. He married Renata Titus in 1943. They had 3 children and divorced in 1965. He married again in 1970 but was divorced the following year. Sadly, Russell died of complications from emphysema in 1991, 16 days after his 70th birthday, and was interred at the Los Angeles National Cemetery, a U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs cemetery in Los Angeles.